How's it going, guys? Zombie Wars SMT here, and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be discussing some facts about Scott Cawthon, the creator of Five Nights at Freddy's. So yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting, and I'm pretty sure you guys are not going to know some of these facts I'm going to discuss today. So let's get right to this. So one fact I wanted to bring up about Scott Cawthon is that he actually pretty much has an emotional experience with video game development and pretty much kind of worked hard, obviously, to make a bunch of games, and it honestly actually led him to depression and even suicidal thoughts. Now, if you guys don't know what I mean by this, you can read more about it on the Geeks Under Grace website. But they did a page and they interviewed Scott Cawthon, and he said pretty much that his Christian games, because if you guys don't know, he is pretty much a diehard Christian. And when he made Christian games, they were really good. Like he said, they got a lot of good reviews. However, at the same time, there are also financial failures in him, and they're doing really bad for him. And like I said, he told doctors pretty much he had suicidal thoughts, which is pretty it's pretty bad when you think about it. Not to mention the fact that he also had children. So I just figured I'd bring this up. But on a brighter side, he actually did in fact state that Five Nights at Freddy's basically lifted him back up, and he pretty much felt like that God brought him downwards and then brought him back up, because he pretty much was looking for money and success. Meanwhile, when he wasn't looking for money and success, he pretty much got popular. No matter what religion you believe in, I feel like that this is actually an inspirational kind of saying by Scott, is that you shouldn't really look for success and money, otherwise it won't come your way. So yeah, I just still gotta say that that's actually a really inspirational and touching remark by Scott Cawthon, and look where it's gotten him now. So yeah. Another cool interesting fact about Scott Cawthon is not only was he actually an animator and a video game developer, but unfortunately through his depression, I should say, he actually did invest some time into different careers. Like at one point in time he was a web designer, and at another point in time he was actually a computer programmer, and at one point even a truck driver, which is pretty different out of all of these. But yeah, truck driver, can't really picture Scott Cawthon as a truck driver. I mean, I don't know. Just seems a bit weird, but at the same time, still. But yeah, at the same time, he always said that he felt drawn back to making video games. So as you can see, he has a heart for making video games, and pretty impressive that he sticks through video games pretty much his entire life, and just really bonding and inspirational, in my opinion. Another fact about Scott Cawthon is that he's actually, like I said, a diehard Christian, and one of his favorite verses in the Bible is, excuse me if I'm saying this wrong, but Psalm 46:10. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I'll be exalted in the earth. Like I said, sorry if I offended you by saying that wrong. I just felt like I should point this out, because that is quote unquote what Scott said that he finds to be a pretty much what he finds to be the most his favorite verse in the Bible. So yeah, in this interview of Scott Cawthon, they even asked him what is the story behind Golden Freddy, and his response to this was, sometimes things just quote unquote happen during the game making process. I can't explain Golden Freddy. Now, I don't know what he means by this. Maybe this could possibly mean that Golden Freddy was a bug at one point in time, and he sort of just made it into a character in the game. He thought it was a nice idea, so he's like, why not make it a character in the game, and kind of work off of that. So that might be pretty cool in my opinion if he did it that way. Or it could just be Scott being the sneaky son of a fish that he is, and he decided to do that. I said fish, just in case you're wondering. You know, like the things that are in the ocean. Yeah, fish. Yeah. Also, another cool fact about Scott Cawthon, this is more of a small one, but his profile picture he normally uses is actually from another game he made called There Is No Pause Button, and it's the character that you play as. So I figured it'd be pretty cool that he did that. And he might actually update it maybe sometime in the future of maybe Freddy Fazbear. Who knows? I mean, it's not like he really matters with it, and he's kind of known for that image now, so chances of him changing are kind of slim to none. And my last fact about Scott Cawthon is that he actually apparently has been making video games ever since he was 13, which is actually my age, as I am right now. And he used some object, or a program I should say, called Click and Play. So yeah, pretty interesting how he's been making video games since the age of 13, which, like I said, is the age I'm currently now. So that means, could I be the next Scott Cawthon? No, I'm joking, but still, that'd be pretty cool. Scott Wars SMT. I can totally picture it right now. Anyways, quick thing before I do my little outro scene. I just want to make a short little thank you to Scott Cawthon for making the 5 Nights at Freddy's games. And pretty much just being an overall good indie game developer. You know, it's not really quite often that we see a lot of video games that have really good stories that go on for multiple games that are secrets. I mean, we barely even know half the game yet, and we're on the 3rd one, I think. So yeah, I mean, he's very good at this kind of stuff, guys. And not to mention, the game overall to me is fun, and I always find 2 games fun and scary at the same time. And like I said, I played a lot of Scott Cawthon's other games that he made, even though myself, I'm not religious, but I played some of his religious games, and they're actually pretty good. And keep in mind, this is coming from someone that isn't religious. But yeah, just a little thank you to Scott Cawthon if you are watching this. Thank you for making the great games, and thank you for building up a awesome community, and just being an awesome person in general. And yeah, anyways, let's cut to the outro. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed today's video, why not hit that subscribe button to see more daily 5 Nights at Freddy's content. Also, don't forget to leave a like and a friendly comment on what you think of today's video. Anyways, I'm Zombie Wars SMT, and peace out.